Hi guys, it's JP with Jeff's Painting and Maintenance. I'm going to do another video on how to clean a paintbrush. Apparently the other one I had was not really that clear and the graphics weren't as good as and the audio really didn't match up that well either. So what we're going to do is, this has actually been sitting in wrapped in tinfoil for about 4 hours, so there's a lot of very crusted paint on here. But as you can see, this brush is probably about 2 years old. I keep it pretty clean. I keep it in the sleeve, so it's in good shape. So I'm using a little bit of warm water, and all I'm going to do is just keep working it. Try to keep it on the side of the water stream so the water goes down. It's just volume, massive amounts of water is all you want in the beginning. I'm going to end up using this wire brush. You don't really need a wire brush in the beginning because there's no sense in getting a wire brush in there until you get all the paint out of, the paint sucks up into the ferrule, all the way into the handle. There's paint in there. And what you got to do is you just got to keep replacing massive amounts of water in there until it starts to run a little bit clearer. Trying to do this unedited so you can see how long it really takes. I might edit a little bit of this out, but just basically it's getting close. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this wire brush now, if the paint's really caked in there, you take this wire brush, comb out the big hunks. Then you're going to take this wire brush and you go stroke it same direction as the bristles. Not too hard, just hard enough, and then you want to keep rotating the brush. Do the other side. I go a little bit on an angle this way, a little bit on an angle this way. Keep turning the brush around. You can see how even the line where the paint was kind of crusted and old, that's even starting to get off. Now there might be a little bit more paint on the inside and a little bit more dried paint on the bristles. So what I'll do is I'll take my left thumb and I'll get this half of the brush right here in the end, and then I'll get this half in the end, and then I'll take this hand and I'll go the opposite way. Rub these bristles together, and by rubbing them together you're rubbing the paint off, because the wire brush doesn't always get all the way in there. And this really isn't even one of my good brushes. This is just a brush I use sometimes. And you can see the paint is almost all the way out. The water is running clear. I'm going to keep pumping it, turning it around. I like to go right next to the drain. This way all the paint that's coming out of the brush goes straight down the drain. It doesn't pool up here and come back into the brush. Alright, so now you can see how when I squeeze this, there's no more cloudy water. What I'm going to do is, you can get a brush spinner. You can kick this out on your foot. What I like to do is just spin it and then make sure you reform it, chisel it back to how it is. And then you want to hang it up, or you want to let it dry overnight, just like that.